What's up, guys? Navajero here. I have for you guys a new addition to the collection. This is the Remette Rhino. This is the not a button lock per se, but I'll get into that right now. So yeah, I just wanted to give my thoughts on this. I definitely like a lot of things about this knife, but there are some things that I believe, Remette needs to just make a little bit adjustments on this, and it would be a great knife. First things first, we got the micarta here. I really like that they offer this in micarta. The micarta is okay. It's, nothing too grippy. It is quite slick, if anything, but I really like how it looks. It is like a really light tan micarta. So, obviously if your hands are dirty or anything, or oily, or, sweaty or anything, it is gonna, darken up over time. But yeah, I really like this. You got a little pivot collar here. I believe that's aluminum. Really nice pop of color on there. And then you have here the star of the show, 14C28N bead blasted blade. Really like the design of this blade. Nice little like poon right here for your thumb. When you're gripping it, you can put your thumb on that right there. You have the Remette sign here. Not a huge fan of that, but I get it. They want to get their name out there. I'd say this is more of a, I think, drop point. That's what I consider this. And I really enjoy how they, pretty much made it their own. I like how this is, the little window here for deployment. Thumb studs right here are great also for deployment. But yeah, it's a real versatile blade. I really enjoyed it. I've been using it. I cut up a lot of cardboard with it. You can see some of the wear here. I'm not sure if you're able to tell right there. But yeah, bead blast, some people don't like it. I enjoy it. I think it gives it a nice look. Nice muted kind of matte finish on the blade. But yeah, it came fairly sharp out of box. Decently thin blade stock also, so it gets through cuts pretty well. Not the best slicer, but to EDC, probably be good. You got a little bit of jimping here. Of course, I wish they would have gone with a bit more jimping on the top right here. Would have just given you that little bit extra and more confidence, just gripping this down. It does not have a choil, so you can't really rest your finger inside of a choil, but you have this little cutout right here, this little notch that you can definitely, wrap that index finger on. And then with that little, poon that you have right here, it feels really comfortable. It feels nice. All right, so deep carry pocket clip also. Inset screws, inset pocket clips, so that's definitely a plus. Really nice in pocket. Feels really good. And then if I didn't mention it, it also has a front flipper for deployment. So you have, every which way to deploy this knife. It's very fidgety. You can deploy it with the, kind of blade cut out here, the thumb studs, and the top flipper here. So yeah, let me show you guys that real quick. So you have that. You got your thumb studs. Real nice action as well. And then I like to reverse flick off of this, I guess you can call it like a fuller cutout. You can't really get your thumb inside of the fuller over here on this side, but I mean, that's what the thumb stud is there for. So yeah, really nice action. I really like it. And as far as this being a button lock, I believe a lot of people have called it a button lock, but this is actually a button actuated liner lock. If you notice inside of there, I'm not sure if you guys can tell, there is the button, and let me show you guys on this side. You can see the liner right there. So once you press it down, it moves over that liner. So yeah, I'm not sure if they've been changing up certain aspects of this, because from a video I had seen a couple, months ago, I had seen that the button could not deploy the knife. But in my case, mine can deploy it. And I'm not sure if that's the way it's supposed to be, or if they've just changed it, the model has changed a bit, I'm not sure. But yeah, I can deploy it with thumbs, fuller, top flipper, and also the button. So yeah, I really think that's cool that they went with a, button activated liner lock. I love the thought of, moving to this instead of the normal plunge. You have a little bit more tension on here, so you're not gonna get wobble. There's no wobble here. Given this doesn't have the best tension, it is still kind of soft, but it works. I mean, it's better than a, normal plunge button lock, so I like it. So yeah, everything about, the knife, I really enjoyed, but there is some concern that I will get into in just a bit. Let me show you guys kind of in comparison to some other knives, the size, just so you can get an idea. So this is about, I believe, 7.2, 7.25, something like that. Here is the CRKT Pilar, matching kind of with my Micarta theme here. And then to keep going with the Micarta theme, here is the Migron Moyaro. A bit smaller than the Moyaro, about the same size as the Pilar, if not maybe identical size to the Pilar. So really nice EDC size. This is kind of my go-to size. I love this size. And then lastly, the very popular Pyrite. So yeah, about the same size as the Pyrite. So, you kind of get an idea right there. It is a bit thicker on the handle, if you can tell. So it feels more, like thicker in hand. So it feels a little bit better in hand. So yeah, ergonomically, I'm all over the place with this, guys. Sorry, I just woke up. Ergonomically, in hand, it feels really good. Again, you have cut out this cutout right here, which you can rest your index on, but the normal just handle, the normal way you grip it, feels really comfortable also. Or you can choke it up a little bit like that, put your finger on that, poon right there, or here is very comfortable as well. You can definitely feel secure in grip with this. And I believe, you should be good. You won't be pressing that button at all. So, as far as safety concerns, you should be good. I don't see that getting in the way or you accidentally pressing up on it. It's high up enough where you're not really, and there is a little bit of a cutout right there. So, I believe that's safe enough. But now, the most important part. I love to open up my knives. I love to clean my knives. I love to work on them. Unfortunately, Remette has decided to make a deal with the Red Devil. And by Red Devil, I mean red Loctite. I have an issue with this knife, I believe. Remette, I'm gonna tag you guys on this video. You tell me if this is how it's supposed to be. When I go ahead and open up the knife, obviously, the button usually, sticks out, which is fine, but there is, look at the movement on this. Look at how loose. Let's see if you guys can get that. Look how loose. Look at that. You see that? It's just, it almost feels like if it's not, I don't know if it's broken or what. And this is since I opened it. Given I have owned this a couple days, but since I opened it, I noticed that this is very loose. So, obviously my first thought, I'm not thinking of returning it because maybe it's something I can fix. I try and, get the knife apart, and to my surprise, this thing is red Loctite. All the other screws were fine. I could take these off, but the pivot screw specifically is Loctited, and it's free spinning. So you got to get 2 T8s on each side and then try and, get each side off, but it's Loctited. I can't get in it. I'm going to get in it. I'm gonna probably heat this up, but it's just really inconvenient. And more so if it's something I can fix myself, I don't want to go through the hassle, reaching out to them, contacting them for some type of warranty or something if it's something that, I can fix. So, Yeah, that's really annoying. Again, I'm not sure if this is how it's supposed to be. Even when it's in its locked position, it still has a little bit of movement. I'm not sure if, if there's a thread in there where I can screw this pin right here a little bit more in and it'll sit more inside and not have so much of that wiggle and movement. But you tell me, Remette, is that how it's supposed to be? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, that right there, I think is a concern just because if this button falls out or if it gets stuck or anything because of so much movement in there, I mean, it's gonna kill the knife for me. I'm not gonna be able to use it. Other than that, I mean, I love the design. I love the action. There's a lot going for this knife. I really like it. I've been carrying it nonstop since I got it, probably 2-3 days now, and it's been great. Really, nice to carry, and use all those different opening, methods that it has. So, I've really been liking it. And again, the action on this with the, liner lock inside is really nice. It's not a traditional button lock, so it doesn't just fall completely shut. As you can tell, I'll hold it, I'm holding it down, and it'll fall. But sometimes you gotta give it a little, a little push. You gotta give it a little help, which is fine, because you're getting a better solid lock. I love it. I love that they went with this style lock. I think there was also a bunch of misinformation and a lot of people that made videos. I'm not going to say names, but big YouTubers that didn't even point out that this was a, button actuated liner lock, or it's not a compression lock. I think there's more of a button actuated liner lock, but yeah, kind of that same idea of having a button to, pretty much actuate the inner liner. So yeah, this knife, love it. I absolutely love the design. I think it has kind of its own, style. So I like that they went with that. This right here, a lot of people think that this is touching. It's not touching. The thumb studs barely don't touch the handle there. That would have been nice if it would have touched that, but it doesn't. So yeah, a lot of going for this. Love it, but I can't really say I recommend it just because, those issues right there. But if you get one that's good, hey, I think that's, this is a really good deal. I got this on Black Friday for, I believe, $35. So really, really good deal on Amazon right now. Go ahead and check that out. I'll try and link it down below. So yeah, guys, hopefully you guys give me a follow and a like. Again, I am on my road to 1,000 subscribers. So, really helps out if you guys share this or like it or subscribe, and keep notifications on for me, guys. I'll be posting a couple new videos. I will be doing a full collection video also. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Enjoy your holidays, guys. Be safe. Bye.